On this episode of Spyder Garage, we're at MCACN. So a little backstory. A few weeks ago, I made a post on the Hot Rod Power Tour Facebook page. And it was right after Hot Rod Power Tour, and I had just basically pinned a long thank you to everyone that encouraged us and encouraged Nathaniel, and just genuinely spoke about the experience of it, and was just full of gratitude. Well, Bob Ashton apparently was on that page and had seen that and really liked the story behind the car, learned a little bit about Nathaniel, reached out to us in a really nice, lengthy email and said, hey, I'm Bob Ashton. I'm the owner of Muscle Car Corvette Nationals. I'm starting up a brand new Young Guns section of the show here. It would be my honor if you guys could come. And I'm like, oh my gosh, that's Bob Ashton. I've been to MCACN several times before. I know what this show is about. I know what a big deal it is to be here. There are $1 million cars here, and there's our little Monza in the middle of them. So here we are. We'll show you around. Here we are set up in our booth, right next to the 65 Barracuda of our friend Christoph, who is 12 years old. This is owned by a 16-year-old. We haven't met him yet, hopefully later. This is owned by a 14-year-old who actually races this thing full time. Started out in quarter midgets and then moved his way up to this about 2 years ago when he was 12. Crazy. And here we are in the mix. Hey, what's up, guys? We have Christoph Kozlowski here, who's the owner of 65 Barracuda. He's 12 years old. This is awesome. But this is one of the cars in the Young Guns section here with us today. You can see us here in the background. And I want to introduce you guys to Christoph because he's just an awesome kid. And I want him to walk around and give us a little tour of his car. So here we go. All right, Christoph, go ahead, buddy.
So here we have my 1965 Plymouth Barracuda. And what I'm going to do with it is I'm trying to build a what if Plymouth made a superstock car in 1965 and how would they have done it.
Oh, so awesome.
I'm trying to do something with how they would have done if they used Barracuda. And so it's going to be gray primer with black fiberglass hood and fenders.
Gray primer with what fenders?
Black fiberglass hood and fenders.
Okay.
And So this is what it's going to look like when it's done.
Oh, okay. You've done a model of it here to see what it's going to look like. Okay.
Yeah, we have a model and a
Oh, that's so cool.
164.
And you built this?
Yeah, with a little bit of help from my dad.
All right. All right. Well, that's the way it works at this age, right?
Yeah.
Look at this car.
Here we have some pictures.
Oh,
of,
yeah, and some inspiration right here
inspiration.
when I grow up.
Yeah.
Seriously, guys, how cool is it to have? Oh, here's one of the factory ones right here.
Yep, so it's going to look just like that.
Okay.
We already have a hood scoop that's going to work for it, and motor's going to look something like that.
Are you going to do the cross frame intake?
Yep, it's going to be a cross frame intake.
No kidding.
Those are my favorites.
Better start saving your money right now.
Oh, yeah. I've been saving for a few years.
Okay.
Yep.
So awesome.
It's going to have A100 van seats because that's what they use for the super stock seats because they're the lightest of that time.
And did they have 2 seats or 1?
They had 2.
They actually had 2, okay.
We were going to have a back seat because when I grow up, I'm going to have a family, so I'm going to need a back seat.
Well, and you got to bring your friends around too, right?
And
yeah.
friends.
We decided to keep the back seat in Nathaniel's car for the same reason, so.
Yep. And then we're going to switch it from an automatic to a 4-speed transmission.
Okay.
And right now it's got a slant 6 in it, if you want to see it.
The leaning tower of power. Yeah, buddy.
Yep. So that's basically the story on this.
Well, that's so cool.
Yeah.
So you're here today. Bob Ashton reached out to you, the owner of MCACN, and said, hey, I want to start a new section and highlight some of the younger builders. And so that's how we got our invite. That's how you guys got your invite. Yep. This is a 14-year-old racer here. We haven't met him yet.
I met him a little bit ago. He's super nice.
Really? Cool.
Yeah.
Can't wait to meet him. That Mustang back there is a real Cobra Jet. Bought it 2 years ago when he was 14. He's 16 now. He's restoring it with his grandpa. We'll try to get a feature on that later as well. But Christoph, thank you so much. We'll apparently we're going to be on stage later, I guess. We just found out, right?
Yep.
Yeah, we got
3 o'clock.
Yeah, about 3 o'clock we'll be on stage. Bob wanted this to kind of highlight what it was like to, I don't know, just to kind of get the younger generation and excited about cars and enthused. And so we're going to have this up on a panel, I guess, at 3 o'clock. Nathaniel's thrilled. He just found out about it. He didn't know that was part of the deal. I know you're a little shy as well, but you know, they ask questions, all you got to do is answer it, right?
Yeah.
No big deal.
Nothing too hard. Nothing
too hard. Well, thanks, man. I sure appreciate it. It was awesome. Thanks for showing us around your car, and you guys go check him out. Oh, looky here.
Don't worry, you're not going to hurt anything. Put your left hand on top of the wheel. Left hand. There you go. Right hand on the shifter.
I'm an author and I'm on staff with MCACN Auctions. and I am filling in for my colleague who was supposed to be moderating this panel, John Craven, who was not able to be here, but we're going to move forward with a really exciting topic of conversation that I hear pretty regularly around events like this, as well as at our MCACN auctions. People are always wondering what's ahead and what's on the horizon when it comes to the hobby we love, the cars we love. People are always wondering what's in store, and our younger generations embracing these cars, the technology, the lifestyle. So today, the goal here was to assemble some up-and-coming individuals that are connected to these cars, and they have quite a wide range of interests and likes. So, like I said, today we're just going to have a casual conversation, talk a little bit about what these young enthusiasts are into, kind of where the hobby is headed. So, what we'll do is, why don't we just go down, introduce yourself, talk a little bit about maybe some of your own automotive interests, and if there's a particular car, because a lot of these individuals either own cars or are restoring cars, so there's a lot going on. So why don't you go ahead and start?
Hello everyone, so my name is Ethan Spillo. I own a late model stock car down there a little bit. I race the CRA Junior late models.
Hello, my name is Christoph. I own a white 1965 Plymouth Barracuda. Building it up, just trying to get it ready for an M16.
Hello, I'm Nathaniel. I've got the 1980 Chevy Monza. Spent the last 4 years or so restoring with my dad.
Very cool. So, as you can see, quite a wide range of interests, and it's really exciting to see younger enthusiasts embrace these cars and own these cars and work on them. I think, guys, let's talk next about where did the interest for old cars stem from for you all? Is it, a lot of people I think make the connection that it's always handed down by family members. Is that true for a lot of you, or was there some other pop culture media influences that kind of shifted you towards old cars? Or let's say whoever wants to answer that, or however you want to tackle that. But where did the interest kind of stem from for you guys?
My interest stemmed from my dad. It's really just passed down from generations along with him. I've been wearing cars for such a really long time. It's really came from my dad.
As well, and a lot of it for me came from just being able to be around the car community from such a young age. I just always I kind of fell in love with it and really wanted to be a part of it.
Where do you think this is headed in terms of, are you guys seeing a lot of your peers and contemporaries? Is the movement growing, or is there some things that could help to get younger enthusiasts involved in the hobby, or is it really dependent on first-hand connection to a vehicle, or is it as much as just attending a car show, or what are some ways that we can kind of expand the love of these old cars?
One of the things I always notice why a lot of my people around my age aren't into cars as much, it's just kind of a lack of opportunity when it comes to being able to learn. It's kind of a hard hobby to get into unless you have someone there to mentor you. So I think the biggest thing is just finding people who are willing to mentor, and it's just mentors. That's really what we need.
In high school, and people around me in school, I don't really see that many people interested in cars, and I just see all of them because sometimes you get free time at the end of class, and they're all just browsing social media.
To the people who are exposed, it means everything. And even I didn't really see people other than me that were into cars until high school. Really, we started getting our driver's license, and it was, oh hey, you've got a cool car too. We should hang out. And I have a disease now where I'm trying to buy another car next weekend. It never ends. And even with that, though, I've brought more friends who have already told me, hey, I'm buying this car next weekend. I got this, and this to do to it. I'll let you know. We'll work on it. Everyone wants to. It's once you get into it. You get someone going, they just want to. So it's exposure, but it's also a lot of people see it and they can't afford the car themselves, but even if you bring them to work on it or let them drive it, they love it.
Let's talk next about kind of the idea that surfaced earlier about modern cars, and where do you see that play out? I think for a lot of us, 50s, 60s, and 70s are the high water mark of certainly vintage muscle, but is there a growing trend even amongst your own preferences for newer stuff from the 80s, 90s, 2000s?
And I just like that because they're easier to work on because you don't really need a computer for those. and having the computer on the newer stuff, I'm not really a fan of. And with the electric cars, I don't like them at all.
Yeah! Woo!
I'm definitely a fan of more 70s and 80s muscle cars, as you kind of said. But you know, there's a lot of opportunity when it comes to newer 90s, early 2000s stuff. And I think that's really when you want to get the newer generation into that. That's kind of what we grew up with, and it's what they're going to be interested in more. So I think there's a lot of opportunity when it comes to newer cars as well.
For you guys, what's your all-time favorite car movie from any year?
Oh boy, for me, my favorite car movie has to be Days of Thunder because it's the best racing movie out there. It goes with the most history of the sport and explains it all very well.
For me, it's really hard to choose a favorite. And when it comes to racing, either Snake and Mongoose or Adrenaline. But when it comes to those all-time cars, it's not really a movie. It's more of a show. But the Dukes of Hazzard from the 70s and 80s.
Mine was definitely always Smoking the Bandit, just because it made me want to do donuts in the dirt.
What's your message? I'm sure you guys get asked a lot about if you had to kind of put out one message to the car community about either your interests or younger enthusiasts up and coming. What's kind of the year one message that you want to get out to people?
I think the biggest thing you can do if you want the younger generation to be here is just lend a hand. It's a hard hobby to get into, and it's not going to happen unless you help them out.
Well, what we can do now is we can open up the floor for some questions.
For me, my dream career would be a NHRA top fuel dragster driver.
I would love to just do anything with metalwork or custom. Just fabrication is really what I would love to do.
What's my wildest? Well, driving a car in a drag race. Probably my wildest one was when I rolled over and then ended up back into my car, my race car, ended on top of a trunk of another car. He was down there because the race got drawn out so long that the track had no light, so he was down there where the finish line was. So as I rolled over and my car ended up on his trunk, I did not know that, and when your car rolls over, you're a little bit mixed up. I get out of my car and I drop several feet more than I expected to drop because the back end of my car was on his trunk.
That's awesome.
So it was pretty, it took my breath away for a while.
I bet it did, yeah.
So, yeah.
That's Spyder. That is so awesome. Congratulations. That works so stand on that ice over there.
Yep.
Yeah.
Right, yeah. Yeah, we were kind of the same way, like, wait, we were looking on the schedule, like, oh, this is cool, we should probably look at this and check it out. And we're like, no, you're on the panel. I'm like, what? We had no idea.
Oh, it's going to be involved, but I'm like,
Yeah.
what are we going to ask?
Right.
I had this general idea, but we're just going.
Oh, he wanted to throw up. I couldn't even hardly get him up there, and then he did great once he got up there. Very cool. Dude. Yeah.
One of my latest Hearst acquisition for my collection, and it's 1969 Hearst Hemi under glass. After this, because this is by far.
These guys are together.
Thank you very much. What was your first name? I'm sorry. Nathaniel. Nathaniel. Look at that. Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, he has the Monza Spyder next to mine.
He has a 79 Monza Spyder. 80. Okay. Sorry.
Sure, yeah. Be cool. I love that.
Is he going to be here tomorrow?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we're here all weekend. Yes, sir. Yep.
He'll verify I just said that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's on camera too, so. Right. Very cool. Can we get a picture with you, Bob? Is that okay?
If you'll allow me to take it, I'd be
Absolutely. All right. Watch your step. All right, here we go. All right, so we're just leaving the show for the first day. What an amazing day. I can't even put it into words. Met a lot of cool people, saw a lot of cool cars, won an award. What the heck? What is even going on right now? Anyway, see you guys tomorrow. Oh, thank you very much. He got picked by the Studebaker Club yesterday. They wanted to, I guess the club owner wanted to pick a less than desirable, misfit car that wasn't loved as much. Yeah, so he's like, he saw this, he's like, that's the car I want to pick right there, yeah.
Well, Studebakers are known as orphan cars, so now you got a car that everybody else has got because they stopped making it.
Yep, for sure. Yep. What exactly did we win exactly?
It's the Shining Star Award.
Oh, here, hang on. You can tell him directly. This is Nathaniel.
Yeah, you've received a Shining Star Award. Oh. It's a kids award.
Okay.
For, you know, kids that have cars in the show.
Awesome.
So we need you to come over to the table over there where we're doing the pick awards to receive your award, and it's really nice. And then we'll take your picture with the award. So, and then,
awesome.
Yeah, congratulations. And I talked with Bobby Ashton earlier about you, and I said, you just really amazed me because you got your car when you were 14, right? And I think you told me you're 18 now. So again, you just heard my pitch right here. So hey, you guys are the reason why I'm doing what I'm doing. So when I'm dead and gone, which may not be too long from now, you guys can work on all this old stuff, like my 32 Ford, my 36 pack with a Paxton supercharger and Vitec. So keep doing what you're doing. You're making me really, really proud. So, right? Congratulations. Here's your Rising Star Award. Okay? So, you know how to do it. Hop in front of the logo wall and keep on winning. Proud of you guys.
It's almost 5 o'clock and the show's almost over. Vendors are starting to tear down. We're starting to tear down on our side as well. Put things away in the back of the car. Put our game away that we just played. That's a pretty cool game, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was
Your dad
fun.
did a good job with that. I really like that.
Yeah.
I hope he sells that and markets it. So here we are, coming to an end of an amazing weekend. That's it. Show's over. Guys are pulling out. We can hardly breathe. Carbon dioxide is bad. But look at the crowd of people all lined up just to watch the main aisle here. People going out that garage door right there. What an amazing weekend. Thank you, Bob Ashton, for the invite. Thank you for encouraging my son and other young guns to build and to get into this hobby and preserve it so it's not dead and gone in a few years. So thanks for watching, guys. We appreciate you. See you soon.